Hello, Kiannaa here, and I wanted to, I'm trying to adjust this a little bit. I want to say Happy New Year, and I am making a series of videos that will be lives that will provide tips and tricks and hacks, and most importantly, different aspects in which you can become aligned within. I see repeatedly clients that come to me, and also people who are out on social media, and they are directing people outside of themselves continuously. So I thought that I would do a series, that would help you all to just get aligned within. I'm going to try something here and tell me, oh, that's much better, huh? Okay. So the title of this video is Mentally Rigid. And the reason why I chose this topic is because if there's anything that's going to get in the way of people aligning within and becoming more congruent in their life, within themselves, in their relationships, in work relationships, with jobs, career, making more money, whatever it is, the biggest hindrance to alignment, one of the biggest, there's so many, but one of the biggest hindrance to alignment is this thing called mental rigidity. And this is really how people are getting stuck in their ideas of what they think things are, and how things will evolve, or why things are the way they are. And I think I'm trying to be explicit in how this happens, but that really blocks people, because when we are connected energetically, nothing works in linear ways. So meaning we've been conditioned through our educational systems to think logically, right? And logic is really good. Critical thinking is really good. However, when energy is flowing in patterns, it doesn't flow as we think it should. So meaning what you think is the issue might not be the issue at all. And here you are focused on what you think is the cause, but the cause really is not where you need to focus. You need to focus on getting more clarity. One of the ways that you could do that is starting to look at, in what ways are you holding on to beliefs that do not serve you? In what ways are you holding on to ideas, concepts, relationships, and how are those serving you? And if they're not, can you release them? Can you just let go of those ideas, so you don't continue to block yourself from creating this inner congruency? Mentally rigid is something that affects, pretty much every executive I've ever worked with. Anybody who's a perfectionist, anybody who's an athlete, anybody who really is in their ego will have this mental rigidity that keeps them from progressing forward. So it really influences the vast majority of our population, and it doesn't make you a bad person or a wrong person. It is not good or bad. It's just that there are different ways in which we can align. And when we're mentally rigid and holding the line on a particular thing, so you can even think about, like, even your preferences. If you are so certain that you prefer things a particular way, that's fine. But are you willing to try doing what you prefer a different way, so you can see and explore different experiences of something? So for example, one of the things that I like to do is I like to experiment. And I think experimentation is a great way to bring in creativity and exploration. And if nothing else, it's just to see how something feels. It doesn't mean you have to do it forever, but it's really about doing things that are uncomfortable so you can create something new. And that means that you have to go into the unknown. And when you're in the unknown, you can't be mentally rigid because you don't know what you don't know. So really releasing this knowingness allows you to go into a different type of knowing. So this is the first of several videos to come out daily. I am going to keep putting them out there because I think the world really needs to hear how to continue to go within and different ways in which we could do that. And I'll be exploring different ways of being in sync throughout this series. So I'm going to do lives because I think that's the easiest way. Number one, for me, I'm trying to figure out this lighting. I think that's the easiest way for me to avoid the biggest aspect of making videos, which is editing. So I hope you enjoy this series and I look forward to hearing your feedback, and cheers and Happy New Year.